Hello everyone, Smouse is back in the house, and today I have some auction pickups of sterling related items. Some are solid sterling, some are uh, just accents parts of sterling, like the caps of the salt and pepper shakers are sterling, handles, things like that. So let me go over with what I got. I wanted to start off with the candlestick holders, because this is kind of how I got into buying these. A couple weeks ago I did a video. I bought some weighted sterling items, candlesticks, and I think they sold right away as soon as I put them on. I made decent money on them, but I think I left some money on the table because I was going off of other listings that I could find. And sadly, it's hard to tell how big some of these items are. And I ended up winning these from it was an online auction, so I didn't actually see them in person before I bought them. But they're a lot smaller and they feel a lot thinner than the ones I sold. And since then, I've been doing more research on the stuff, and I believe I undersold the candlesticks I had. I sold them for $45 for the pair because they were matching pairs. These aren't matching. And from the stuff I found, you get about 10% of the weight to 15%, depending on. So, like I said, they were much nicer candlesticks. They felt a lot thicker, and they weighed like 680 grams for the pair, which would have been like $68 in silver. So I shorted myself about 20 bucks. But that's how you learn, and sometimes you just gotta do it. And like I said, I still made decent money, so not too disappointed in it. But like I said, as you learn, you go along. So these are, like I said, a lot less in weight. They're not in very nice shape, so they don't probably have any additional value to them. I did look them up, I believe, or maybe I didn't look them up. See, reinforced, weighted sterling. Um, so those probably be sold for scrap. These actually have a marking on them, which I have not yet figured out. I don't know if it's going to show up on this camera. It's just really hard to see it. There you go. So if anybody knows what that marking is, leave me a comment. Because the bottom just says weighted sterling. But I don't think these are real thin. I don't think these have a lot of extra value. And one of them is damaged. It's like bent. This part's been smushed down. So probably scrap there as well. We'll stay in the back row. These are actually nice. These are probably worth more than their silver content, but these are solid sterling. They're a set of mini salt and pepper shakers. And I found nothing's marked on this at all. I found some that look exactly like this that had the same markings as the salt and pepper shakers I just showed you. But what I paid for the lot in silver, these would equal the value of the lot I paid. These are actually two lots here I put together. I bought them within a week of each other and hadn't done a video on the first lot, so they're combined. But the first lot I bought, these would pay for everything. Now, the bottom part of this bell is not silver. The handle is silver, and it's also reinforced with resin or concrete inside the handle. And I have a handle here. Somebody, like I said, this was in a lot. So this is what you'd get. The handle would come off. This is off of a knife or a spoon, or maybe a smaller bell. But you see it says sterling. Got some salt and pepper shakers. Nothing too crazy about those. Like I said, you can take the tops off. They're worth a couple bucks a piece in silver as I knock some over. I'll have to try. Like I said, I'm still learning this stuff. I'll have to see if any of them have any more value than just the silver in them. Because some of them are nice. These are kind of interesting. A little bit smaller. I got some non-matching ones, and like I said, these were in the lot, but they don't have lids. They're just... Now this is from what I came up with, is a toothpick holder, and I actually found the identical one, and it's sold for $34. This ring is sterling, and I do know there's a lot of them that are plated, but this one's not plated. This one's sterling. It's made by Rogers. It's got this lion head on either end, so it's kind of fancy. So I'll try to get a little more money for that than obviously the silver on this wouldn't be worth a whole lot because it's just a small amount. Same thing with these. There's 4 of them, and they're like brand new. They do have a little bit of tarnishing starting on them, but they're solid silver. I have seen plenty of other ones of these that are plated, so you gotta make sure when you're buying them that you're getting that it's solid sterling and not plated. But I'll try to sell those as a set, especially since they're in such nice condition. Might get a little more money for them than the silver. These I picked up. I think these are made to look fancy and not actually useful. I can't get them to unscrew. I don't know if they... And I just find if you unscrewed them and flipped them upside down to fill them, they'd come out the holes in the bottom. So I don't know if these are just for decoration. They do have some etching into the glass. That one shows up a little bit better. But they're silver weighted. Sorry. Was that Quaker, Hurricane, Newport, Sterling? But they're in really nice shape. So they might have a little more value to them than just the silver. I did look them up. They're not terribly valuable though. Now this is one of the reasons why I bought the lot. These are amazing. With this lot, these more than paid for everything I bought. These were in a different lot than those. These were part of the second lot. But they got this blue glass inserts. And the blue, they call it Cobalt. All the glass is in perfect condition. There's no chips on any of them. And you can see inside where the air wasn't getting to it, that silver is gorgeous. But they're nothing fancy around the edges, but they're all in really good condition. No dings or anything like that, and just a little bit of tarnishing on the outside. Made by International Sterling. Now you gotta watch it because there is a company called International Silver, and I found several of those as well in my travels now that I've been looking for stuff. If it says International Silver, with no other markings saying that it's sterling or not sterling plated, most of those I found by International Sterling, all they do is plate stuff. Almost everything they've made that I found is plated. So if it says just silver on it, it's probably just plated and not actual silver. So just a heads up there. There's the one handle I showed you. There's this handle, which wish I knew what it came off of. But it's really cool. Looks like it had a spot there, like maybe you could put some engraving into it. Maybe it's for a wedding, but you can see where it says sterling. And like I said, these are hollow. They're handles like the bell I showed you. And this other knife or bell or spoon, whatever it would be. And then they're filled with a resin or concrete. Just like the weighted candlestick holders. Just got the spoon. All it says is sterling. No other markings. So is this an older spoon? Probably only worth silver value, since there's no markings on it too. Oh, where is there? Maybe I just saw it. Did I just see something in the camera? Might have just been a weird reflection. Guess it was. So these tiny spoons, these are all tiny things too. These are actually marked Stife. And I don't know if I'll focus or not. There we go, a little bit. But these definitely sell for more than what they're worth in silver. About $10 a piece almost. So I'll try to sell those individually too. I don't know if I'm going to sell them right away. We'll see. I kind of like the way all this silver stuff looks. One of the reasons why you get into buying, selling some stuff is this because you have an interest yourself. And I've had fun learning about it too. I know I kind of rambled and the camera was kind of all over the place during this one. It's hard for me to hold it and show everything. Still learning, even though I've been doing YouTube for over a year now, still learning that as well. But I thank you guys for joining me. Let me know if you like any of this stuff or you have any comments about the stuff. I love hearing, any information or just, in general that you like it or don't like it. I love the feedback regardless. But I appreciate everybody watching, and you guys have a good one. I'll see you next time.